everybody, today I'm going to review Ingersoll Rand's W5150 mid-torque half-inch drive cordless impact. Now this is part of their IQv20 series of tools, and what that means is it's compatible with all the other IQv20 batteries and chargers. So whether you're using the 1.5 amp hour compact batteries or you're using the 3 amp hour high capacity batteries, both of them are going to power this impact. Now the biggest difference other than weight is going to be the fact that the compact batteries will put out 180 foot-pounds of reverse torque and up to 135 foot-pounds of forward torque. But if you bump that up to the high capacity batteries, it's actually going to increase that power level to 190 foot-pounds of reverse and 140 foot-pounds of forward. So just depending on what you're working on, that little bit of extra may make all the difference. What I'm going to do in this video is basically show you what comes in the kit that I got, and then I'm going to show you this actually being used. Here's the case itself that comes with the kit. It's made out of a very heavy-duty blow mold plastic, and it does have a carrying handle at the top, as well as latches on the side. And what I'm going to do is basically pop those open right now, unfold it, and inside is going to be the W5150 itself with a 1.5 amp hour compact battery already installed, a second 1.5 amp hour compact battery, as well as the charging cable and charger. Now the nice thing about an Ingersoll Rand charger is it does have indicator lights on the front that will tell you the current state of the charge of the battery. And whenever it's done charging the battery, it will let off a very loud beep, so you'll know everything's complete and it's ready to go. Now on the side there is a USB port, so you can plug a USB cable into that and charge either your tablet or your cell phone, and you're only using one outlet near your workbench, not multiple outlets. Now if you want to remove the lid on this, there's a spring-loaded hinge pin here. You'll just pull that upward, then rotate it slightly, and the entire lid will slide right off. What we'll do is move that out of the way, and then you could take this part of the actual case, put it in your toolbox drawer, and you wouldn't be wasting space by also keeping the lid in there. Now when you want to go somewhere and you want to take this with you, it's very easy to reinstall the lid. Just line up the bottom pin, slide it in place, then you'll pull that spring-loaded hinge pin up, slide it in place, push it back into the actual bottom portion of the case itself, and now the lid is reinstalled. So what we'll do is just close the latches and we'd be ready to go. Now inside the lid itself is going to be the user manual or operator manual for not only the tool itself, but the batteries and the charger. So if you have any questions about how anything works, it's going to be covered in this manual. Now they do have a couple accessories already for the W5150, and those are protective boots. They have a protective boot for the battery pack itself, as well as the tool itself. Next I'm going to show you how easy it is to install these. Installing the boot on the W5150 is extremely easy. You'll just take the boot and a standard hair dryer, and you're just going to heat it up. Now that it's nice and hot, it's very pliable, and you can slip it right over the end, and then you'll just pull it into place. So you can see using 2 fingers I was able to install it very easily, and now the boot has been correctly installed. Now to put the boot on the actual battery, it's really simple because it slips right over the edge, and then you just pull it into place. There's no heat needed, and then when you want to take the battery off in order to charge it, you can first slide that boot right off, remove the battery, charge it, and when you place it back on here, you can reinstall the boot very easily. Okay, to show you the difference in power and speed between the 1.5 amp hour compact batteries and the 3 amp hour high capacity batteries, I'm going to use the W5150 to remove a couple lug nuts on this Ford F250 turbo diesel. Now I'm using a 27mm impact socket, and with the first lug nut I'm going to use the low capacity or compact battery. And you can see it popped it right off of there, but now I'm going to switch battery packs, and what we're going to have is a slight increase in power, and I'm going to remove another lug nut. So you can see with the higher capacity battery pack, there was a slight speed and power difference with it, but they both removed the lug nuts with no problems at all. So now you've seen the Ingersoll Rand W5150 mid-torque impact for yourself. And like I told you at the beginning of the video, if you use the 1.5 amp hour compact batteries that come in the kits, it's going to put out 180 foot-pounds of reverse torque and 135 foot-pounds of forward torque. But like I showed you in the clips, if we bump that up to the 3.0 high-capacity batteries, the power levels increase to 190 foot-pounds reverse and 140 foot-pounds of forward torque. So just depending on what you're working on, you may want to keep that in mind. Now you can get it as the bare tool itself, which is the W5150, or you can get the W5150-K1. That's going to come with the tool, one battery, the protective case, and a charger. And then the kit that I got was the W5150-K2. That comes with two batteries, the tool, a charger, and the case. So just depending on what you need to pick one of those three options. Now this is actually the baby brother to the W7150 high torque impact. And side by side you can see the extreme size difference. And aside from that, you know, this one weighs twice as much. It comes in at 7 pounds, where the W5150 is coming in at 3.5 pounds. So as far as a maneuverability standpoint, you can move this around all day, your arm's not going to get sore, and your wrist isn't going to get sore. And most fasteners on a vehicle can be removed with this, and then let's say you have something extremely tight or something that's seized, that's where you're going to bring out the W7150. If you like this video, please click like. If you like my channel, please click subscribe. And thanks for watching.